You're an African American man of a particular age. You've seen a whole lot of changes in our society, racial changes, and I was just wondering how that informs your work.
Great. In the early days of being the only man of color in a therapy group of 14, 15, 16 people.
You were usually the only person.
Usually the only one, yeah. And it was clear to me that nobody was going to bring that up or talk about that. And I had some funny feelings about it. And I was afraid that it would be a repetition of what has often happened when I find myself in corporate or in social or weekends or recreationally. The odd man out, the third wheel, the person of color.
Yeah.
There's my favorite golf joke kind of encapsulates this dread that I had. And that joke, or that encapsulation is, this guy comes home from the golf course, and when his wife greets him at the door, she can't believe how bad he looks. He seems distraught, he's crestfallen, and he looks terrible, and he says, "Well, what happened, honey?" He said, "Baby, you won't believe this, but Harry, my lifelong friend and business partner, died. He had a heart attack on the third hole today." She says, "Oh my God, how terrible. No wonder you feel so bad." He says, "Yeah, hit the ball, drag Harry. Hit the ball, drag Harry." Well, that was my dread of being in a therapy group where I was the odd man out, that somebody was going to ask me to be the spokesperson for a class of people or a group of people. And I'd been through that. By that time, I'd been through 50 years of that probably, because that's 20-something years ago. And it didn't happen, but Lena
Frugeri.
Yeah, Lena Frugeri.
I've heard of her.
You've heard of Lena, indeed. Was, in her graciousness, willing to confront and say directly the opportunity for me to have a voice in that regard. And it was a very welcoming kind of thing. And I didn't experience it as off-putting. And what I thought I had dreaded was, in fact, a freedom or a liberation to say that, I do have some anger. Some of it is freestanding, some of it is historical, some of it is race consciousness, some of it is confusion, some of it is ambivalence. But it did allow me to begin to open up and realize that maybe this is a place I can be comfortable to stay. I tried hard to blow myself up in my first therapy patient experience. It was with Ormont, and I couldn't believe how much the transference was so apparent to me that I found a videotape of Lou doing a workshop to bring home to my wife so I could confirm my opinion that it's my father. Wait till I show you on the videotape. This is my dad. He even looks like my dad. He acts like my dad. So I quickly insert this 8-track videotape into the cassette and sit back confidently for her to acknowledge this for me. And she can't believe how completely different this guy is from her sense of my father, who she knows by that time 15 or 20 years and loves dearly.